pretty disappointed at what happened after the match tonight. What could have been a great moment for some of the great fan favorites of the world of wrestling ended in a very serious situation, and for all the great things I have to say about John, that I did not care for. And also I would like to say some words about the person who left on a stretcher tonight, if I may, Will Ospreay, who has been one of the most important additions to this company. Will Ospreay came to AEW at a time where we really needed him. I'll use a couple analogies about somebody that's a wrestling hero of mine, and two wrestling heroes of mine, actually. I've been watching wrestling since I was a little kid, and you know, this isn't a perfect analogy on either side, but when Will Ospreay came to AEW, he injected new life into the promotion. He was a workhorse. He created new matchups that you never thought you were going to see, and he really set a standard of hard work and excellence that was unparalleled. And I really, I'm very grateful to Will Ospreay coming to AEW, and I'm not sure when or if we will see him come back from what happened tonight. I think we're still very worried about his status, and that was a hard way to end the show. I think Will Ospreay's been so great for AEW, and I'd like to talk for a moment about this guy who's an incredible workhorse. When I was a kid, it was a really big deal when Ric Flair came to the WWF when I was 8 years old, and I watched WWF and WCW. And when Ric Flair, who had been the wrestler that I watched set this high standard in another promotion, came in, I watched the standard of wrestling go up, and I also watched, to me, somebody come in and immediately walk in and be the workhorse. Like when I was a little kid, Ric Flair was wrestling Hulk Hogan in the afternoon and Roddy Piper at night on the same day. And Will Ospreay came in here, worked as hard as anybody. I think he came at the perfect time. I think we really needed him when he came. I really, really believe in this guy, and for him to get that kind of a moment in front of his hometown fans, it was really special, or at least close to his hometown of Essex. It's a short enough drive with his family here, and that was probably not how I would have wanted a storybook ending for Will Ospreay, but I just want to thank him for everything he's been doing for AEW, and no matter what the future holds for Will Ospreay, he came here, and from the moment he arrived, has been one of the hardest working, unselfish people, and I was really glad to see him get that recognition from the fans here tonight, and I was sorry to see him leaving in the condition he left in.
You're good to the media. I just want to know, who is part of the crew? Who loves Mone? Raise your hands. Okay, good. So only you guys can ask me a question, because I don't talk to the marks.
Michael Martinez from Lucha Libre Online, Mercedes. A few years ago you said you were going to take over the wrestling on a global level, and many people didn't believe it. After winning 9 championships and being the only woman to wrestle in the 4 most important wrestling venues in the world, MSG, Tokyo Dome, Wembley Stadium, and Arena Mexico. What message can you give to the girls around the business that are just starting, and I see you as an inspiration?
Thank you. I hate the marks, they're so annoying. But I love my crew, and I love the people that see what I am doing. And what I've always wanted to do is make women's wrestling global. Make people care about what we do, about women's wrestling. We are the best at what we do. The greatest. And I get to do that. I get to chase that because I am the greatest, and I want to be better than the greatest. I want to leave a legacy that cannot be undone. That's what I want to do. And I get to have so many opportunities and so many blessings thanks to AEW. I get to achieve this goal and wrestle amazing women that I never thought or believed that I would ever wrestle. And they are beating my ass and making a name for themselves. People are talking about them. That's what I want. I want people to know that women's wrestling is the best. And we are number one. We belong. All elite women are here. We are the greatest, and this is the greatest women's roster. Because I am the greatest TBS champion. So thank you for that question. It means everything to inspire these girls because they are bringing it at these shows. Every time I meet one of these women, they tell me, thank you so much for your matches. It inspired me to be who I am. I just celebrated my 10-year anniversary of the Brooklyn match. That is the number one match that girls come up to me and say, because of that match, I'm a professional wrestler. And now I get to wrestle them. It means everything to me. And I can feel the inspiration. I feel it when I fight them.
Congratulations on the tag title win tonight, guys. You're going to have a lot of hungry teams after you after this. One of them being Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. Now that would be an exciting match for All Out in Toronto. Do you have a message for those guys?
Tell him, please.
I mean, I've had my history with Adam Copeland. We've had some history with Christian as well. I'd be willing to mix it up with those guys any day of the week. The rest of the AEW tag division is getting stronger and stronger by the day. So anyone that wants to step up, step up.
As Rene said before, I also agree that you are just on the beginning of your title reign and of what you can achieve in your career. So I want to know if you aspire to be a fighting champion, and also who would you name as a possible challenger for you, taking in account that how you start your reign and what you have done today has been outstanding. You know, the hard fought with Dustin Rhodes in the street fight, and now today with Hiromu Takahashi, arguably
Don't forget Ishii.
Yes.
Ishii would be very upset.
Yes. Ishii's fine,
Of course. Yeah, I mean, I'm just, there is a lot that I would like to accomplish with this reign, obviously. At the very early stages of it, I think I would love to be a fighting champion just purely to prove that I am who I say I am. I mean, I talk a lot of smack, but then I hope I can back it up, and that's what I want to get, to be able to prove that I'm the best professional wrestler in the world. So I want to bring on all challengers, anybody, anyone. I mean, I have people that I love to be in the ring with. You know, I could list a million of them. I'd love to run it back with Kyle O'Reilly, Mark Briscoe, Brodie Strong. Never touched Brodie Strong, but yeah, would love to do that. And man, you could literally go down the roster. I'm not going to bore you with it, but yeah, very excited, and I would love to take on anybody and everybody.
One more question for Kyle.
Hi Kyle, I'm Shona from Actia Wrestling. Both you and Kazuchika Okada are part of the Don Callis family.
Sure.
Do you plan on challenging him for the unified title?
Good question. I think no championship is totally off limits. I think right now my focus is very apparent on the TNT title and making this title reign feel as big and important as possible, and to be the greatest TNT champion of all time. But I make no qualms about my big aspirations in the world of professional wrestling and within AEW. So the Unified Championship is quite a pretty championship, if I say so myself. So yeah, I would love to see it around my waist, as I would love to see the world title around my waist, the tag team titles, the trios titles. They're all coming home at some point, without a doubt. So yeah, stay tuned.